Deputy and soon-to-be MEP Mick Wallace. Just say very briefly that I would fully support, obviously, a very strong Army and Navy, Air Force defending our country and taking part in the United Nations operations, which, of course, Óglaigh and Éireann have done with great distinction over the past number of decades. But like colleagues, I was very worried, I suppose, when I read about the Franco-German Treaty, which is kind of, seems to be built on mutual defence, and where even the term "a real European army" was used. It wasn't just President Trump who used that term, but that mutual defence clause. All the other European countries, EU countries, seem to be expected to operate around this. And then you have the whole NATO situation. Jens Stoltenberg, as the Minister will know, his 30-30-30, his formula of rapid response. The original battle groups, of course, is one up in Estonia, I think, they're in Latvia, Lithuania. That whole approach, the NATO approach, how do you disentangle this European approach from the NATO approach? And just to say, secondly, Minister, maybe if you get a chance to respond, how does this interact with the E12, with the European Intervention Initiative, where those 12 countries, I think it was originally 9, headed by France and Germany, which seem to be setting up this rapid reaction force, running what they call the EU Navy and so on. Will this not just be a subset of that? So I know we've had the battle groups, as my colleague has said, back to 2007, but I think there is grave concern and worry that we would be involved in actions up to, is it 6,000 kilometres from home, across North Africa and the Middle East and so on, which would not be in the interests of our country, or certainly not remotely befitting our long tradition of neutrality. And I think we should look to the broader world, to the United Nations, and to strengthen it, because it's been exasperating how weak the UN is when it comes to international crises. Thanks, Caherla.